Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Map First Impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at Millhouse Farm. This map can be found over at the farmingsimulator.com website in the beta section. This map is for PC and Mac only. Let me read a little bit of the description as we load into the map. It says, "Welcome to Millhouse Farm. This is a fictitious British map with all the Farming Simulator 17 features. This map includes 4 separate farms, 2 storage yards, a biogas plant, and several sell points. And there's 2 main forestry areas. So let me see here. I think that's good. Let's go ahead and jump on in here. Pull up the log. So the first thing you notice is we have compost on the map. So we have fill types of compost, and then we have a fabric script for compost and for a sawmill. Then we have soy milk production also here on the map. So maybe we'll find those as we peruse everything. Let's go ahead and take a look at the PDA. So the first thing we'll notice is we have 67 fields on this map. We have our standard crop types here. And we start out by owning fields 35, 36, 29, 28, and 30. Also own fields 21, 22, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We have 4 main sell points on the map. Smith Mill accepts most of our crops, but not all of them. As you see, they do not accept corn, potatoes, or sugar beets. We have Twin Cannons, which accepts our 2 grains and potatoes. I assume this is a bar or a inn. It says inn, but at any rate. We have a sell point for wool, and we have a sell point for wood chips. Also have a hay, straw, and grass sell point that accepts our straw pellets and our hay pellets. And then in addition, Johnson & Sons also accepts straw pellets. And then we have compost for sale we can sell our compost over at Hilltop Garden Center. We have a small list of starting equipment. We don't start out with too terrible much. Nothing is leased. Let's go ahead and take out a loan. We can buy some animals. All right. And you see we start with no sheep, no pigs, and no cows. We also have nothing in the various feed troughs. We have a silo capacity of 100,000 liters. And let's go ahead and take a look at our starting equipment. So if you start this game with the starting equipment, you will start with a New Holland 8340 and a Case 1455. So your 2 tractors range in horsepower from 125 to 145 horsepower. We have front loader arms and a pallet fork. 1660 harvester with grain header. We have the small Brentner tipper, the Kuhn cultivator and plow, the Great Plains seeder, small fertilized spreader, and weight. That is it. Let's go ahead and jump in the shop and lease up our gator. There we go. So let's go ahead and figure out where our shop is. Looks like it's here. There's the gator. Let's hit reset and see what happens to it. Looks like it resets right beside where we start out. And there it is. All right, so let's go ahead and explore the starting point here. Start here at our farm. This looks like we could go in there. Now at night, it's rather interesting because we have different shades or drapes in the house, and when it lights up, they may actually be closed at night. I was playing with, I fired seasons up on this map to look around, and I think these lines may actually shut at night. If they don't, they definitely light up, and you can definitely see the different lines in the different rooms. So around back here, we have our chickens. The gate does open up. It does look like you're going to have to run around here and try to find chickens, or try to find eggs in this grass. Has to be one of the most hateful things I have not enjoyed. Do have nuggets on the map, so there are gold nuggets to explore and find. So here we have our silo, and that's an interesting, if that's a brown or a red color, it's an interesting color scheme. Got our fill pipe out, and our silo also has, here as you can see, a little readout that tells us what is in it. So this particular silo will accept wheat, barley, canola, corn, soybean, and sunflowers. So you will not be storing potatoes or sugar beets in here. Here's your dump point, and you have a screen on this side as well. We have a kind of a multi-level yard here, so we go down a little bit of a hill. There's our cultivator and tipper. Got another nugget, and this is kind of set up to be, now these bales are just deco. They do not actually have collisions on them. But, so they are not bales that you get from the start. But it's kind of indicating that that is maybe where you could store your bales if you wish to. Here we have a vehicle shop, so here's your customize and repair trigger. Unlike Sussex, this does not go up and down. I tried it. You see we do not get any informational trigger there in the corner. Let's go ahead and open this gate up. One of our tractors is already set over here with the cedar. And the hedge here did have a collision on it, so that is something to make note. We have fuel and liquid fertilizer and solid fertilizer and seed fill points right here. Storage buildings, and they appear to have lights in them. A fairly basic yard, not a lot going on here. Ample storage for your equipment, that's for sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump in our gator and get to exploring the map. What do you say, guys? Let's do that. On out here, and just before we drive around, let's just take a look. A nice bridge across there. Map is very, very, very well done, I think, as far as the way things are laid out. We do have traffic. I see some traffic driving across there. There's our harvester and header parked over there at the I guess that's field 10. Looks like if you play without seasons, you will be starting with a few fields, one ready to plant and one ready to harvest. Go ahead and see how well we do driving down here with these tree-lined drive. And it looks like they're... Oops, what did I run into? Might be something up here to the left. So I'm going to go ahead. That may be our compost facility, and it may be our sawmill or our soy milk facility. So I'm going to go ahead and... I guess first thing we're going to do is let's go across the way here. Here we have a second farm. This appears to be our sheep farm. Got our food trough here and our water trough. And then this is where we will do the deed and deliver our sheep. See, they are enjoying themselves up here on the hill. Does this particular... I assume this fence works because this gate works because that is a... So my guess is this gate auto opens. Let's go ahead and just try that out. Over here you have fuel, and this is not the auto trough deal. This is just a fountain that you can come and hook your trailer up to. Yield 20 is 2.09 hectares, $84,000. Fertilizer. And our wool, I remember, our wool spawns right over here. Here's where our wool pallets spawn. Right next to the house, so we can keep a nice eye on how much wool we have. And then we have a repair trigger over here also, a repair and customize trigger. Something else to note is on the animal areas in this map, we have little information screens that I assume would update if we had water in there. We don't have a water trailer that we start with, so we don't necessarily are able to really fill that up and try it out. But it looks like we'll have numbers that will appear here with respect to how much water and how much grass is in there. Now it kind of says stock last. I don't know if that's going to be a date or what, but it also kind of implies that maybe you would have the number of animals you have here, but that didn't update. Anyone knows what stock last is supposed to be referring to? Go ahead and see if this gate is an auto opening gate up here. Guessing that it is, since it did not that's interesting. Trying left mouse button, I'm trying right mouse button. Did not open when I walked up to it. That box there is the collision trigger for the gator. It's very interesting that gate doesn't work. There must be some other way into that area. It looks like there may be one over there, so let's go check that out. Way around here. So we can come in from here. Yep. And we do have mud on the map. Oh, we hit our mud. In the mud. Alright. And there we go. So that's how we can get into those two. Alright. Let's get back over here and get back on track. First thing I'm going to do is we've got some concrete pads up here that don't have any indicators on them. I am a bit curious as to what might be up here. So traffic's moving at an okay clip, around 30 miles an hour. Not too fast. All right, so this looks like this is our soy milk facility. Okay. Our soy milk facility. If you haven't seen how this works, I'll just explain it to you real quick. So you need to deliver water right here into this door. Then you need to deliver soybeans right here to this trigger. And then you need to deliver fuel over here. This trigger. And the factory will operate, and what you will get is you will get 3 products outputted. You will get milk, you will get slurry, and you will get pig food out of the pipe. And there's lots of cool animations in here when it's up and running. This thing will fill up with water, it'll fill up with bubbles and foam. It's pretty cool how it works. Some of these facilities are set up to close at night. Let's see if this one has... Wrong way. Let's see if this one has operating hours listed on the display. Does have operating hours of midnight to 12 p.m. And then 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. to get your outputs. So you can put your inputs anywhere between midnight and noon. And after 12 o'clock, don't drop anything off here. Then from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., you can pick up your finished products. But after 7 p.m., the doors will close and you won't be able to pick anything up. That's pretty neat. Let's go on up here and check out what up here to this side. This is our sawmill, Wilson Sawmill. The way this works is you will bring wood chips or straw, typically, and deposit it here as fuel. You will bring in logs and put them here, and then the whole process will start. Here's the screen. So fuel and logs, and you will get wood chips and board pallets out. Board pallets will come here and form pallets right here on this pad, and then the wood chips will spill out and pile up right here. And what's really cool about this is you just take the wood chips from here, put them in here, and then you basically have a continual feeding sawmill that's feeding itself fuel, and then all you just have to keep doing is bring it some logs. Alright, well, let's go ahead and let's just go this way and head on down to O'Leary Grain. One of our little forested areas. Nice pond over here, little lake, you want to call it. So we need to be on this side of the road. Okay. Pretty good, because here comes the traffic. There is O'Leary Grain. Lots of grass fields over here. looks like this may have this area may close at a specific time. We do have gates on there. Just don't know if they open and close. They're obviously open now. We have O'Leary grain. And let's take a look here. O'Leary grain also, maybe. Do they also take sugar beets and potatoes? They do not, right? This is the one that doesn't. Oh, they do. Sorry about that. So I'm guessing, let's just check. Yep. Does look like they have triggers here for tipping sugar beets and potatoes. Right over here, or your grain goes in the grain dump there. Make our way on around. We have another sell point here. This one kind of looked like it was maybe set up to take. Yeah, this one is. It says we buy hay, straw, and grass. We also buy manure and slurry. Well, isn't that handy? Here we have our hay, straw, and grass trigger, and it extends this whole length. You see there we have our markers. Then we also have the manure pile here where we will sell the manure we have. And we have a slurry sell point where they will purchase the slurry that we may have. I would not suggest putting any bales under this shed. It doesn't appear to have a roof. Speaking of that, this map is seasons prepared. So it does have snow mask under certain buildings. See buildings that have roofs associated with them. Let's go ahead and go down here and check out our pigs. This map also has chopped straw, so if you want to make use of that, then just add the chopped straw mod into your mod folder. Alright, here we are at our pig facility. So we do have a silage bunker here for, I don't know if it's for our pigs, but at any rate, it's here at the pig farm. Got fuel. And lots of storage buildings over here. And we got, this is a cool cool use for this building, retrofitted as a part of the pig shed. And again, this building we have here stock last. We have water, straw, maize, wheat, canola, potato, liquid manure, and manure. These are going to probably be information screens. I would think that these would have numbers that show up. And then we have here, if manure is there, then take it at first. So before you load liquid manure, guys, I don't know where I should be all this stuff. It's a little confusing, but okay. Here we have a water trough and the food trough. And I'm guessing the straw trigger is going to be over here also. And just like the sheep, we've got this little double-gated chute here to deliver or purchase our pigs. That they are. Then here we have our manure pile and our slurry right there. Again, we got lots of storage here. So we are kind of down here at the south end of the map. You could use this as your southern equipment base, so to speak. Let's go ahead and spin on around here through the BGA, or not the BGA bunker, but through the chaff bunker. And we'll go ahead and head on up here, because I believe the spinnery is right up here, possibly right in front of us. No. Fruit and veg is directly in front of us. Back up, because we got a really nice sign here. Delaney, established 1923. It's a really nice sign. That's pretty nice. Here we have our grain dump for all of our crops, including sugar beets and potatoes. Let's just look around here and see. Maybe they have heaps for our sugar beet and potatoes. Doesn't look like it. Oh, let's slow down. Somehow we got ourselves on 15 times speed. So there you go. There's your dump. Let's go ahead and drive on over it. Okay. And our spinnery. Let's take a look at that sign. Fruit and veg, Delaney. Good. Look at this forest. This guy behind me, he's just gonna have to deal with it. This forest is really well done. I like how the how we've got foliage or vegetation throughout the floor of the forested area. Oh, look at that! Lakeside. Oh, come on, people! Got a cool spinning sign here. Coming into the spinnery. That's where we're going to sell our wool at. And let's go on down this way. Johnson and Sons. Go back on in here because the tree-lined roads do make it a little bit difficult to see. Looks like we might have ourselves another sign up here. All the sell points have really nice business signs. That one is really furniture since 1897. And this is where we're going to sell our logs and wood chips. And our board pallets. So here we go. Here's what your board pallets will look like. And you bring them here to get sold. Bring your wood chips right there. And your logs right here to sell them. And boy, do you have a busy factory. Hear the furniture production right now in there. Spin on around and head on up this way to get to the biogas plant. I believe the biggest field on the map is about 8 or 9 hectares. I looked at this a couple days ago, and I think that's about what it was. Look at a couple of these larger fields toward the end of the video. Well, before we get to biogas, let's turn here because there's a heck of a lot in this direction. Go ahead and turn on up this way. guess we're kind of driving through the... now, all of these streetlights, this is something else at night. All of these streetlights light up at night. I came through here, like I said, with seasons enabled, and they all come up at night. Morningside Bakery. Are. And then... so we have to go over here. So we're going this way and we go down the hill. And our animal dealer is right there. We're going to go ahead and take a right here. Let's just get out and take a look here. So, fair price on the shelf, fair price on the farm. Here's our milk, dairy milk. So around back is where we can come to deliver our milk. Should we so wish to use the soy milk facility, or if we put in a milk fill point at the dairy. Now we haven't looked at the dairy farm yet, so it may be that there's already one there. The description does not really make much mention of here. The description does not make mention of having the stop milk sale mod in, so you may have to install that if you don't want the milk to sell at midnight. Now look at this interesting thing. Maybe someone could tell me what the deal with this is. Maybe it's to clean the poo off your tires. I don't know. So we've got a water deal. So we go in here and we drive over a little bit of water, and this is where we get our animals if we're going to pick them up. And the only way to get out of here is to drive back over this water deal. And I don't really know what that deal is. Somebody can explain it in the comments. And there's the compost master. Johnson & Johnson Fine Compost. On in here, and this is where we will deliver fuel to the compost master. I see we have a nice hose nub here. It's been added. This is where you're going to dump your biodegradable material, your hay, straw, grass, silage, manure, potatoes, sugar beets, wood chips. All can go in here and be processed. Fuel and waste, and you get compost out. And we likely all know what the compost master does, but at any rate, this is where your compost is going to pile up. We have the Hilltop Garden Center. Have another water fountain there to draw water from. And then around the back, conveniently right across the street from the compost master, is where you sell your compost. Very convenient. And take a look at this. Really nicely done. I like this. It's kind of a stepped, elevated garden area here at the garden center. Very nice. Nice touch. See if we can't figure out how to get to the Twin Cannons Inn. Kind of glazed over the shop. Again, all of these streetlights light up at night, making this whole area quite the sight. Here we are at the shop, and of course here is our cell trigger and our repair and customized trigger for the shop. continue on down this road. It's just a nicely colored house. Not really sure what that is, but that's pretty cool here on the corner. I saw the sign for the inn on the other side. Back that up. There's a church on the hill. I hear the church bells. Kind of a dock here, and the Twins Cannon Inn. Buy your eggs, and they also, this is a pretty tight area. Come in here, so you careful what size trailer you bring in here. All right, let's head on over to the cow farm. Can't figure out how to get up there. Then we're going to come down to the biogas plant, and we'll end down at Smith Mill. Zoom on out again. Kind of look around. Field 56. That is quite the grass field. Gas plant to our left. So it looks like we're not going to go over the bridge. Good. Field 30, grass field 30, 29 to 28. All those fields of grass are over the bridge. So in here, the cow area. Guess that is the grass field. And something maybe I just noticed this. I think the other barns or sheds may have had different colors. This one is kind of a blue farm. Maybe one of them was red. One of them was green, if I'm remembering right. Our fountain. And then here we have our silage bunkers for the cows. There's our trigger. And we have a back wall, so we just shove this stuff up against the wall real nice and tidy. We have the other one. Nice drain grate here at the edge to collect all the juices from the silage as it's being compacted. Our water trough. Our silage trough here, what I usually call the silage trough, is the big one. And again, we've got the little chalk sign here, water, straw, grass, base food and power food, liquid manure and manure. Same language there, and if we go up here, it says we have liters of milk in the tank. Now, when I first saw that, I'm like, oh, what? Start out with milk? But if we look here at the animal screen, it doesn't say we have any milk. So I don't think we do. Just a little sign that we are. Buy up some cows. They are. Looks like they come through this this clearing gate area in the brick stone wall. This is where we're going to draw our milk out. We have our liquid manure and our solid manure piles there, and a fuel tank, and that's pretty much the dairy area. All right, let's head on over here. Let's check over here. Field 1 is 4.25 hectares, $343,000. There are emissions on the map. This way, and just keep pointing ourselves towards the biogas plant, and we'll eventually get there. Field 57 is a big old beet field. All right. And here we are at the biogas plant. It's pretty standard farm sim 17 layout. We got our 5 bunkers, our digestate tank, and our silo king. Up here on the hill, though, we do have a storage building for some equipment or whatever. Maybe you can put some bales there. Maybe you can use that to place and store your biogas machinery. I like that little blue trailer there that was at the entrance of the biogas plant. It served as kind of a an office. We got a we got a kind of a rundown house up here. Lost its roof. Lost its roof quite a long time ago because we've got grass growing inside as well as outside. And it looks like we have to come down across this bridge and wind down and around this corkscrew of an access road. Again, these lights are all lit up at night, because when I was first jumping around the map, just kind of exploring it by jumping to various places, I had seasons turned on, and it was nighttime. Oh. Another one of our nuggets. I think we've probably seen 10 nuggets easily in our travels. This is really nicely done. I like how we've got this brick wall here. Clearly we've diverted the water to flow through the paddle there. And well, it looks like, based on how these plants, underwater plants, are growing, that is also rotating properly, because the water would be flowing that way. That's good. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these fields. Field 43, it's pretty big. Is 7.77 hectares, $629,000. 52 is 8.15 hectares, $659,000. And field 60 is 6.05 hectares, 490. And we're going to do 54, 4.79. So it looks like maybe field 52 is the largest field on the map. And with that, guys, I'm going to give you guys a fond farewell. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please click the like button. That would be awesome. If you've got anything to say in the comments, please feel free to leave something in the comments. Let me know what a couple of those things are that I weren't sure on in the video. Let me know what you thought of the map itself, also in the comments. And until next time, guys, happy farming.